Hello Gundam fans, and welcome back to another Gundam kit model review. This is going to be number 7 and number 8 of the real grade line, RX-178 Gundam Mark II. This is going to be the AEUG version of it because I did not feel like spending money on the Titan just because it is a color swap. So if you're liking this kit right here and you're liking what you're seeing, pick which one you like and buy that one because they're basically the same kit. Now this kit right here is one of my favorites. It is definitely the king of the early real grades. It is phenomenal. I give it a higher rating, and I'll do that towards the end after the review. And this kit right here in the Gundam universe has been piloted by multiple pilots, including Camille, Emma, Bachu, Double Zeta, whatever her name was. It is basically it is used by everybody. It is that one Gundam. It is the everything. It doesn't matter. So this Gundam right here is amazing. If you're liking these videos and you want to continue watching, please hit the like, subscribe, try and hit 1,000 subs. And if I hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year, I'm going to be doing a Gundam kit, a Gunpla giveaway. So anyway though, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this review. Alright, and this is everything that comes in the box. So you got your manual, you got a nice little grenade launcher, you got a pair of hands that come on the runners for the inner frame. Of course, I don't like using these things because they're absolutely garbage. You got your regular hands that come with these come on the frame as well, but they're attached to it and you can take them off. They're just a stationary position hand. They're really not gonna do anything. They're just there. Alright, then you got your base adapter. You got some effect beam saber parts. You got his little headphones. Oh, the little headphones almost fell out of my hand. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. And next he comes with a shield, which is attached to him right here. The shield attaches perfectly and is gorgeous. Then you have a beam rifle, which this beam rifle is totally different than a lot of them, and it looks really, really nice. Little cartridge for the ammunition, little handle that comes out. And of course you got the Gundam itself. So on the Gundam itself, you do have two beam sabers that are attached right up here that kind of clip down. I'll take one off in a minute. You can see it right there. They kind of clip into these little spots right in here. And then they clip back to kind of hold them in spot. So we'll start with the usual spot. So with the usual articulations here of this kit. This kit is absolutely gorgeous. So the feet do move completely down like so. You don't really have a lot of back movement. You do have this piece that moves. The only issue I have with it is the kneecaps, which aren't bad, which is why this isn't the perfect kit, but it definitely is the king of early real grade. Okay, now that the kneecaps back on there, because, like I said, that's the only flaw with this kit are these kneecaps. They do come off relatively easy, and of course they knock other shit off whenever that was actually forced off, so I can't really say it just comes off. I forced it off. I actually had a tug on it. So, other than little minor things, this kit overall is pretty good. Like, I mean, even if you did that with most other kits, things will come off too. So, let's go back to articulation. So, you do have the knee bend, which I will have to move his little shield. Knee bend. This piece does come apart a little bit for it, so that's not the worst knee bend. Pulling that back down. Like I said, the only reason I'm holding the kneecap is because that's literally the weakest point of this whole kit. And it's just one little flap. I can easily fix it with a little bit of hot super glue. Just one little dab and it will stay. Now, leg articulation. Can you do the splits? Oh yeah, he can get real close. What do you think? Real close. For sure if I forced it more it would go, but I'm not going to because I love this kit. And I think it might break at that point because he is limited by his hip joints, or his hip pads. So, that's the only thing holding his legs from doing the full splits, or he probably could do it. Now we got flaps. We got the front flap, and it wiggles, and it can go up. It goes pretty far up. It goes up to right about there before it starts wanting to like come apart. Then you got these hip flaps, which, like I said, were the biggest flaw from him doing the splits. They don't move a whole lot, so I wouldn't call them the best. They do have a little bit of side-to-side motion on them. Butt flap has a little bit itself. Then here in the butt flap, we do have this that can hold your which is how I usually have it on my shelf, so I just have these two pieces together, because this kit can actually hold its own grenade launcher. So, next we're going to get to the torso. Torso has some pretty good ab crunch. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there we go. Twisting, not so much on the twisting motion, so he can't do like a full 360, but he can do some pretty basic like movement poses and keep it pretty well. Now we're going to get to the arms, which I'll take the shield off because this shield is phenomenal for this kit. We'll start with this hand. So right now I have currently the action-based open hand, because these kits, like I said, this kit actually comes with options other than these piece of shits right here. So bending wise, you can get that full bend right there. And it's pretty good all the way down. The hand jiggles around like so. You can get it in some pretty decent poses. Not the best, but it is pretty good. Especially for the early real grade. This kit right here is phenomenal. So the arm only goes up to right about there because the shoulder pad just kind of holds it back a bit. There we go. A little bit more after moving the shoulder pad. So he can do at least a T-pose. Alright, now the shoulder pad itself does move around up and down. That's why I was able to get that. And it does come apart a little bit. Like I said, just some little minor, like, you don't. If you can tell, I don't have it because most of the poses I put it in. But if you're gonna do massive poses and stuff, a little bit of hot glue, super glue, whatever your favorite glue is, just to hold these pieces in, will help the kid a bunch. Now he's a bit stiff because the poses I put him in, I don't put him in a lot of moving for the arms, so he can do a free 360 with that arm. This arm, as you can tell, has the gun holding hand, which I do use for the beam sabers because, again, those sacks of shit right there, these guys, garbage, go away. They don't even deserve to be in the frame. On this one we do have an opening cockpit. Of course it's a real grade, so there's no actual figure in there. Then we have the head, which I don't know what's wrong with some of these heads, but they don't like move properly, so it's just a problem with all of them. I can't blame this one kit. See, like I said, it takes a lot of moving. I've been messing with this for the last 2 hours, playing with it, holding it in my hand, and let me just say, before I move any more articulation, comment about the head. This thing feels solid. There you go. Jiggle. I'm literally trying to force it to come apart, but it's not. Like, that only came apart because I was messing with it a bunch. And okay, so back to the head. It does move around a bit, but it does have a flaw. I don't know what's wrong with these heads, but for some reason they want to lean that way. Which doesn't bother me too much because a lot of poses are cooler in that position anyway, but if you're one of those people that want it to be this way, it doesn't sit in there right for some reason. It wants to, like, if I barely just move it, it'll move by itself. There you go. I just try to get it centered, and it wants to move back. So, on the backpack here, we have thrusters. Each one of these move a little bit. These ones not so much, but these two move. These move back and forth. Now, the one feature that you're not seeing, unless you really look at the kit, is this kit is totally different than most early row grades. Is that it actually has piping right here in between the joints, so whenever you bend it like that, you won't see it. But this right here is actually like a nylon like cloth material that you put over a wire and then put it in the joint and then they clip together. I think I have a little bit of super glue in those just because those I think was just something new that they were trying for this, and it really didn't work too well. They have it in the master grade as well, so I can't really say it's new, but for as small as this kit was, it had to have a little bit of glue just to really secure those in, just like make it to where they won't come out. So let me see if I can show the other one. There's one back right here. There we go, camera zoomed in. So overall, I am surprised. This is definitely the king of the early real grades, at least the first 10 that came out. And of course, manual wise, I will show the manual. There it is, showing stickers. Stickers are already on it, as you can tell. And then the shield, just give a little more shield. It does fold in and out, so you can just fold it. Comes with some rocket launcher, I think is what that's supposed to be. So we can like lift it up and shoot out of it. So there's a size comparison to the Master Grade Mark II. Not as pretty, much older kit. Here it is, size comparison to the RX-78-2, which again, Garbage Panda. Well, the real grade 144 scale. Yep, Garbage Panda. Here it is next to a halfway decent real grade, the GP01. Here it is next to a master grade Zaku from Seed. Here it is next to another UC kit, a big master grade. Not the biggest, but a big master grade. He's kind of tiny. Alright, that's going to be it for me on this one here. This is the Mark II. This isn't the Titan version, so if you liked what you've seen here and you like the Titan version better, go ahead and purchase that one. They're basically the same kit. This right here is going to probably be the king of the early road grades. And with that said, my rating on this one's going to be a 9 out of 10 bright slaps. So that's what I have to say. Articulation's pretty damn good. The overall stability of the kit's pretty all good. Playability is amazing. Posability is amazing. This kit just looks phenomenal. I cannot hype it enough for being one of the first couple early road grades. It definitely is a kit to pick up if you want an early road grade. Now, I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year, so if you haven't yet, please hit the buttons to be able to get me there. Comment, share, like, everything. I'm going to be doing a Gunpla giveaway if I hit that number, and look forward to my Master Grade reviews that are going to be coming soon. My first ones are, they're okay. So, until the next one, I am out.